So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Blake Adams. I'm a program analyst here with the Office of Waste Diversion for DC's Department of Public Works. Today we're going to go over the solid waste collector registration reporting. We're going to talk about regulatory requirements, registration and reporting. We're going to give a tutorial on how to do both, and then answer any questions that you may have. The Sustainable Solid Waste Management Amendment Act 2014 requires that all solid waste collectors who operate in the District of Columbia register and report annually with the Office of Waste Diversion in the Department of Public Works. The final rulemaking was published on December 22nd of 2017, and it went into effect on January 1st of 2018. It's important to note that these new regulatory requirements do not replace any existing licensing processes with other agencies such as DCRA, and that collector-specific information will remain confidential, meaning that the district will not be sharing any information specific to your business or organization. So how is solid waste defined? Solid waste includes garbage, refuse, trash, or any other waste or waste product, including recyclable, compostable, or otherwise reusable material, resulting from an industrial, commercial, residential, or government operation or community activity. Solid waste may be in a solid, liquid, semi-solid, or contained gaseous state. Who's regulated? Well, a collector is defined as any business, nonprofit, or government entity engaged in the collection or transportation of solid waste in the district. This includes each person or business removing solid waste under an approved self-implementing plan as provided in 705.12. A collection vehicle is defined as any vehicle whose primary purpose is the transportation or collection of solid waste, which is used over 50% of the time to transport or collect solid waste. Some examples of solid waste collectors include refuse or trash collectors, recycling collectors, food waste collection companies, also known as composters, landscapers and other collectors of yard waste, collectors of fat, oils, and grease, textiles, electronic waste, businesses with approved self-implementation plans, and any other collector of any type of solid waste not listed here. So why is registration and reporting important? Well, registration and reporting will help the District of Columbia understand the amount of solid waste generated and disposed of, where that material is going for disposal and or transfer, and how many entities are operating in the city. Combine this data and information will enable the district to better design policies, programs, and facilities for the future. As noted before, no data and information specific to a single entity will be shared in any form. Data may be reported in aggregate as a way to track the entire city's solid waste stream. Now on to compliance. Associated with these requirements are a schedule of fines. So for failure to provide a valid solid waste collector registration starts off with a $500 per day fine and ramps up all the way to $4,000. The same fine schedule applies to the other requirements, such as failure to list all collection vehicles and registration, failure to provide an annual report by the deadline, and failure to present records, documents, or data. What does registration entail? Well, when you log in, you're going to provide your company's contact information. You're going to provide a list of all the solid waste collection vehicles operating in the district under your business or organization, and you will pay a registration fee one time per year of $50 per business, and then another $50 per collection vehicle. Again, these registration fees are once a year, and they're valid for the entire calendar year. What about reporting? Data will be reported by quarter in the annual report, which will require the following information: location, name, and facility type of each processing or disposal facility used to dispose of any solid waste collected in the district. Types of material delivered, you'll include those as well, whether it's refuse, recyclables, electronics, etc. And then you'll provide the tonnage of that material as well. So for now, to give a tutorial on how to register and report, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Howard Lee, who will give a tutorial and be able to provide any questions at the end.
Hello, so I just want to walk you through how you are going to register your company and how you report your data online. So if you go to the DPW website, go to the home page. You'll notice on the home page there is a tab for solid waste collector registration and reporting. This page will give you general information about registration, and you want to click the self-registration tab. That will bring you to this form here where you will put in your company name, your first and last name, your contact address, and a password that you will create, and hit submit. Once you receive your confirmation email, you'll be taken to this page where you can log in, and if you forget your password, you can request a password here. If you need to get back to this page once you've created your account, back to the DPW page, there is a solid waste collector reporting tab that will take you to your reporting page. Once you log into the reporting system, you'll see this page here. You have two tabs at the top, registration and reporting. The reporting tab will not be available to you if you have not registered. So to log into this page, first, you won't have this option to report until you've completed your registration and paid your registration fee. So if you go here to registration, you'll see where you can manage your account. You can put in your contact information here. Here's where you add your vehicles for registration. So just click the Add button. Your contact information will filter in. You'll come here to add a vehicle. Once you add your vehicle and hit next, this will then give you a review page. It'll take you to the payment portion where all your fees will be totaled up, and then you can make your payment. At the payment portion, if you are sending in a check, we are able to take checks for payment. So you can mail those in to the Office of Waste Diversion, and we will add that to your account. Once you have your reporting tab open, you'll see your reports here. They'll be listed chronologically. They'll be separated by quarter. You can start a new report. One thing to note is that you want to make sure you select a year at the top. So if you're reporting for 2017, make sure you select 2017. Here you want to add a facility. If your facility is not included in this drop-down list, you can select Other, and this will give you the option to add an address or anything in. And then this will add the facility to the drop-down menu. Here you want to do the facility type, so if it's a landfill or recycling plant, what type of material. here again, that was listed previously in the webinar. So we'll do recyclables. If you are doing recyclables, please try to notify if it's mixed materials, cardboard, paper, glass, etc. And then you can put in your tonnages here and report by quarter. Then we have a little space for notes. For anyone who has some special situations or special circumstances you need to notify us of, you can put your notes here. There's also a glossary tab that will open, will give you definitions for anything that you need. Down towards the bottom, you'll have your requirements listed here if you also need those. And I think that does it. Once you have your report, you can hit submit.
Alrighty, thank you, Howard.
Yes.
So let's talk about the reporting timeline. On January 1st of 2019, collectors are asked to begin data collection of the solid waste tonnage, type, and delivery location for calendar year 2018. During the month of February of 2019, registration and reporting will open. You will register for the calendar year 2019 and report for calendar year 2018 data. On March 1st of 2019, enforcement may begin for failure to register for calendar year 2018 and 19 and report for calendar year 2017 and 2018. As we mentioned before, these requirements went into effect on January 1st of 2018. If you happened to not register and report during last year's cycle, there's a grace period that extends until March 1st. That same grace period applies for 2019 requirements. This concludes our presentation today. If you have any questions or specific problems that you need help with, for more information, you can contact myself, Blake Adams, or Howard Lee at the Office of Waste Diversion via email at swc.info@dc.gov. You can call us at 202-640-1220, or you can visit us online at www.dpw.dc.gov. Thank you.